Mm. All right. I feel like doing an audio test today. Didn't do that last time, and I'm a little fucking paranoid. Because so many things can go wrong when trying to do a live stream. Let's see. Ooh. Pac-Man's been playing Payday 3. There you go.
There's one.
Shut up. Not doing that. I don't care. I got chair work with me here. Let's see.
Buddy, this is the clown man here.
Clown man.
But it doesn't
That's
matter
a fucking
who I am.
crazy ass
What
mask.
matters is my plan.
I guarantee you got that
Nobody
like
cared who I
Spirit
was
Halloween or
until
some
I
shit.
put on the act. Ladies and jesters, today we're talking about Payday 3.
Ladies and jesters. Okay. I'll watch that later.
Ladies and jesters, today we're talking about Payday 3.
Ladies and jesters. All right. We'll go ahead and put on our regular live chat again. Till the day I die, I will say that is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. And YouTube should be ashamed of having algorithmic chat. Like, top chat. It's like, what the fuck deems what's top chat and what's not? Anywho, hey guys, here for the Rage here. Hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to the First Descendant. So, they're running a beta for this. I looked at this on another stream, I believe. Like on my recommended from Steam, they were like, "Oh yeah, check out this game that's coming out." It's like, "Oh okay, cool." I like third person ability based shooters. You know, that's like a big shtick for me. You know, because it combines like two things I love: shooting things and also like shooting things and having superpowers. So you know, that's why I like Crackdown 3 so much. You know, and Infamous and Prototype. Well, Prototype doesn't really have Prototype does have shooting, but it's like not inherent to your character. Whereas in Crackdown, your guy uses guns all the time. In Infamous, you have like the lightning bolts, you know, that you shoot, right? But in games like the First Descendant or Remnant from the Ashes, right? I fucking love that game. So yeah, like this is great. Let's play it. So yeah, it looks to be maybe a little weebish. I'm always concerned about games where you're getting damage numbers that are in the thousands, right? That concerns me how damage scaling goes, but we'll see, you know? Like, and it usually gets combined with, like, some sexy, like, hourglass figure, you know? I hate that about, like, it's not bad to do that, it's just, like, you know, if you're gonna make sexy shooter person, do, like, you know, Bayonetta or Tomb Raider or something, you know? Like, when you get a game like this, and you have, like, okay, well, there's different guns to collect, and so on and so forth. It's like, well, yeah, but you're kind of, you know, like, it's just tainted. It's been tainted by a lot of other games that are like, oh, check out all the mega... Like, my buddy plays Lost Ark, right? And he fucking... Oh my god, the damage numbers on that game are insane. Where I've seen... I've gone in to, like, talk to him at certain points. I'll see he's in the middle of a raid. And he'll be killing these bosses, and these bosses have multiple health bars. They'll have, like, 50 health bars you have to go through, and each one of them is in the millions of numbers. I'm like, guys, at what point does the number go up, stop working, you know? Anyway, I don't know. Sup says, ladies and gentlemen, the gaming world is fucked because shit Tendo can't be bothered to be asked to make MK1 a good game. Unfortunate. But, you know, I haven't played Mortal Kombat in a while, you know. I saw that and I'm like, wait, you know, it kind of fucks with the timeline, doesn't it? Or resets the timeline, because now it's, like, anytime something goes to 1, the IP's usually lost the plot. Like Battlefield, right? There's so many other options for different wars to fight and stuff, and so many, like, plot lines they could follow, and then they go back to Battlefield 1, and then the next one's Battlefield 5, even though, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any sense. And then we get to Battlefield 2042, and, I mean, Battlefield 1 was, like, a last gasp hurrah of Battlefield. It was pretty good, and then after that, it just all went to shit downhill. Because that's when the company changed. Let's see. MK1 is supposed to be another reboot after the events in MK... Why are we rebooting the timeline? I don't understand. Like, are there not more than 5 people in a Mortal Kombat game? Like, we don't need to always make it about... Like, why don't they just make new characters? I don't understand. Like, you got, like, Liu Kang and shit. Like, yeah, have them, but expand the roster to have new guys. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe Liu Kang and the other guys just should die in one of these stories and not be in future games. I know, sacrilege. But, like, you could just have them as skins in the game, and it would be basically the same thing. It's like Just make them what do they call it in there's something they call it in Smash Bros. Echoes. My buddy was telling me they have like echoes. It's like basically the same character reskinned to be a different character, but it plays exactly the same. So it's like if you have like Liu Kang, right? And it's like, oh yeah, he's got the fire fist and all this. Why not just make it about his son, who's basically him, or another monk that learns from Liu Kang, and Liu Kang's his mentor, and Liu Kang's not playable. But then in the multiplayer, you can put on the Liu Kang skin if you finished the campaign. Shit like that, you know. Also, let us go back to making our own fighters. That needs to come back. Give us an open world with making our own fighters. That'd be so cool. Because I remember there was a Mortal Kombat game that did that, where you had you had a guy and it was like third person behind him. It wasn't just, oh, let's do battle arena shit. It's like it was more like God of War, where you like running around and puzzles and battle arenas of like little dudes would come at you, and you'd slowly like build up your own repertoire of moves, and you could design your own hair and everything. It was custom character creators. Like that was cool. MK is supposed to be another reboot. If you play MK11, you would know why. If you want me to spoil, let me know. I mean, I know a little bit for MK11. Isn't it like there was a guy in MK11 that was fucky wucky with the time, doing some time spell bullshit, and shit got reset basically. Also, why is my game not functioning? This is not off to a good start with this beta. If I click on it, it doesn't open. Okay. Let's try this. First off, make sure I've got my task manager up in case something fucky wucky happens. Yeah, my CPU is maxed out. What the fuck? Am I hearing music from here or in the living room? I can't tell. Okay. I know what I'm here talking about. You poor soul. What do you mean, you poor soul? I like that game. That game was fun. Let's see. Where is it? It's not even on here. How can it not be on here? Steam, do you fucking mind? Okay, hold on. Let's stop it through Steam then. Okay. I don't know what happened. Oh, good. There's known issues today. Thank you. We'd like to inform you known issues. We keep updating audio mix, combat sound, off on settings, available slot indication. Okay, so there are some problems. At least they acknowledge it. They don't act like they don't know about it. It's like, yeah, no, we know these are problems. We'll fix them eventually. Okay. I know it started because it's September 19th and it's after whatever time, right? Because they had had a helpful little time zone thing down here. Where is it? It's like on their page, I think, if you look at the full store. Had the announcement for it, and it showed a little world map of like, hey, if you're in this area, then Oh, not Game Kit 6. I don't care about scoping skins. I want to know why my game's not loading. Okay. If you gave me the approval of spoiler, basically for MK11, the main villain in the base story. Yes, I said base story because there was an additional story as DLC. Oh, fucking naturally, modern gaming. Oh, follow up to the main. Wait, so it follows up. The epilogue is sold to you, like the whole story is not even contained in the one game. You have to buy the DLC to actually see the rest of the fucking story, so that you know what the story is going into MK1. Oh man, dumb shit. I hate video games. I like more specifically, I hate people that make video games. All right, yeah, I'm confused here, Seb. Fucking stories. There's a base story and there's a side story they sell you with a DLC. When the fuck did Mortal Kombat start doing DLC? Like a skin pack maybe or a character pack, sure, but fucking DLC, like really, guys? I don't know. All right, let's try this again. Let us see if we can get this to work. I think it's because I was like clicking out of it at the time, so it didn't. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If this doesn't work, I'm just going back to playing Prototype. But I would like to play this game. I really would. But fucking video games nowadays, they don't want to make a and it's a beta, so I have to be a little like it's a crossplay beta. There are some known issues. It might just take a million years to load. I don't know what the deal is. Yeah. So we wait. We wait and see. And discuss Mortal Kombat in the meantime, I guess. It's weird to me, though, is that when I look at this, it's 100% CPU maxed out, but I'm not seeing the application in here. Like, there's the bootstrap for it, right? That's it booting. So, I don't know. Very confusing. Maybe it needs an update that I'm not aware of, even though it should be not a problem. Again, I'm getting maxed out CPU for some reason. I don't understand why. The DLC is a follow to the initial ending in MK11 based story because it's assumed that Liu Kang is rewriting history after Raiden transfers his god powers to him to become the Fire God Liu Kang. Yeah, that's what I grasped from the Mortal Kombat story or the Mortal Kombat 1 trailers, is that Liu Kang is now a god. Okay, now it's loading. There we go. Now it's loading. Good old Nexon. Making a game that looks pretty fun, but also maybe doesn't run so great, because for some reason they can't figure that one out. Oh, shit. A little loud. Please just be a menu. Okay, I didn't want to go into a cutscene. I hate when games start with cutscenes. Also, what the fuck is that thing? Yeah, I agree. Just go to the fucking... Alright, well, hold on. I gotta... Yeah, adjust this audio. Apologies. It's a little bit loud. Take that down for now, and then we'll adjust this. Okay. We're just gonna put everything to 1, and then start adjusting from there. Oh, that's cool. Hit markers are sectioned off. That's some loud ass music. Okay. I think there ought to be fine, like 5 and 1, which is. Oh wow, I got a lot of different audio mixes. That's lower. High boost ain't bad. Low boost ain't bad. Yeah, let's go headphones specifically. I think that was the problem. Is it was yeah. V-reverb was pretty good. I think 3 ought to do her. I want to make sure, because I was watching something last night. I wanted to make sure my manual headset's set to the right thing. Okay. Play audio and background. Yep. Battle voice. I guess that's like voice lines from your character, like being like, "Yeah, hit him in the face." You know. I don't know. I would love a game like that. I would, like, I know Borderlands does that a bit, but I would love a game that's just obnoxious with it, like, for comic effect of, like, yeah, I kicked you in the fucking face. Oh my god, that kind of shit, you know? I need to play Lollipop Chainsaw sometime. Because I've always seen that game around. I'm like, you know what? I should try that at some point. Also, I need to move this, because I'm not in, controller land today. Oh. Just for this camera. There we go. Going back to the plot of MK11, the main villain, Kronika. Right. I remember hearing about Kronika. Staging MK11's universe is after the events of MKX, starting with Raiden becoming a Dark Elder God. Raiden became a Dark Elder God in X? Okay. Sure thing, bud. Okay, so we got voice volume, right, because it's multiplayer. I wonder if I'll be able to play it solo, or is it required that you raid with other players? That would be kind of annoying. Not that I'm opposed to the idea. It's just like, if I don't want to be in somebody's game, don't make me be in somebody's game. You know, I just want to run around and shoot things myself. Just scale the game to that. Be like, okay, you know, you want to run this shit solo? Cool. We're gonna make it to your power level, so it's still a challenge for you. You're just not playing with your teammates. It's like, okay, cool. Okay, so your sensitivity, classic WASD. Shoot, aim, sprint, jump. Roll. I always have to sign that. One day, game developers will learn that everyone on a computer just puts it on left alt. Nobody's out here using roll on control or crouch on control or any of that bullshit. We always go for alt because it's right there next to our thumb. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Okay, rescue, abandon. I assume these are like for team play stuff. Like your buddy goes down, you're trying to heal them. I guess you go over and hit it and it starts reviving him, or if you hit X, it'll cancel it. Okay. Grappling hook! Hell yeah, we get a grappling hook. Echive scan, or Ichiv scan? ECIV, yeah, Echive scan. Okay. Interact with E, player interaction with T. Skills are QCVZ. I'm probably gonna end up making a macro for this, because those are way out of the way. So I'm probably gonna end up putting those on my mouse in some way. Let's see, sub attack. What the fuck is a sub attack? Fuck is a sub attack? I don't know. We'll learn all this shit. Just make sure the basics are set up. I mean, it doesn't look too complicated, other than getting the ability buttons to be on the right buttons. But yeah, big the rules to invade Earth. Oh, okay. To divert again from MK11 after the events of MK9, Raiden accidentally kills Liu Kang because in MK9, Raiden mistook his future self message as Liu Kang winning the tournament, not Shao Kahn breaking the rules to invade Earthrealm. Wait, hold on. Raiden accidentally kills Liu Kang in 9 because he mistook his future self's message. Okay, so future Raiden is warning past Raiden about... I'm gonna stop. We're not doing timeline shit. I'm done. I'm not even gonna... It's a fucking game where, like, Earth and an interdimensional plane known as Outworld are beating each other's ass to try to take over each other's territory. That's all it needs to be. You could just... Like, every game could just be about another tournament. Like, how hard is this? Why do things need to be manipulated with the timeline and shit? Like, okay, so a lot of people like to shit on the second Mortal Kombat movie, but if we're talking about people breaking tournament rules and stuff, the second movie, like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, is actually a really great thing that they could probably pull from. We can talk in the Discord later if you want the full story. I really don't want the full story with timeline fucky-wucky nonsense. Like, this is not Doctor Who, okay? We're not... Even in... Dude, okay, so Doctor Who is a time travel show, right? How the fuck does Doctor Who have better rules about time travel than everything else that does time travel? But here's the thing, is like, even Doctor Who is more restricted on time travel, because they're like, oh, well, can't he just change past? No, there are literally... They have said there are fixed points in time that even a Time Lord cannot change. It can't be changed. It would destroy the universe. Those moments have to happen. So that's why he doesn't just go back and stop World War II, you know, that bullshit, right? That's always somebody's thought. It's like, oh, what if I stop this? You know? Yeah, good. Let's see. I chat automatically, text and voice options, okay. Weapon damage details. Okay. Go HP, shield, increase, decrease. Sure. I guess, yeah. Wait, did that save? Over here with the keyboard and mouse. Let me make sure that saved. Shows status effect text. Okay. Aim control is hold. Sprint control is toggle. Grappling hook correction on. Grappling hook correction guide on. Okay, we're on unlimited shit here. I'm probably gonna have to bumper down. Oh, fuck. Don't need it. Let's see. Automatically. Start with high. Auto to high, maybe, or medium even. Let's see what we got there. Okay. The game looks pretty good. I hope it runs pretty good too. I think they are running on UE5, if I'm not mistaken. Might be. Press to start. Don't just go into cutscene. Also, what is this giant fucking thing? The giant dead mecha that my guys are looking at on the main screen. Okay, I hit left click, by the way. It just seems to be kind of loading right now, or frozen or something. Because the music stopped as well. Okay. Not off to a great start. This is hard getting into. But again, it's a beta. They're, you know, gotta give them a little slack. Here we go. Yeah. Flying shares will launch the game for the first time. It may take some time depending on... Hey, that's fine. You know, as long as it doesn't pull the Warzone bullshit where every time I tried to play Warzone, it would do this same thing every single time it launched the game. Like, it had no... It just couldn't remember about the shaders. And then the game still ran like shit. So, you know, if this works, great, you know. I just hate, like, if you try to do stuff like this to optimize, you know. Again, I don't mind. Have load screens that are really long if it ensures that the level of the game I'm in runs perfectly, right? I don't care. I'll sit through a 3 to 5 minute load screen. I'll sit through a 10-minute load screen if that means the next 30 minutes of gameplay, you know, 30 minutes to an hour of gameplay in this level is not fucked. Or even if it's just a 5-minute level, just, hey, we want to make sure 100% that the gameplay is good. There you go. If that's how you have to do it, that's how you have to do it. I'll go on my phone or something, you know? Or give me a little mini game in the in the load screen. I'll fucking play Asteroids or something. Did that shit just go down? Wait, hold on. I just saw that. It went from 19% down to 18%. Isn't it supposed to be going up? No, it went down again. What the? Why is it bouncing? What is happening here? What? Why is it going between 8 and 19? Is it loading and unloading the shaders? What the fuck? Okay, we're please waiting right now to let it compile the shaders. Again, this is crap I probably should have handled going into it, but that's what I like to do with these streams of like unknown games is, this is the experience someone's going to have. You are going to get this problem. Like unless you have, a mega machine. Like this is what your average player is going to have to sit through. So, it would be disingenuous of me to start the game and give somebody the impression of the gameplay, and then when they get into the game themselves, then they would be like, "Oh, what the fuck is this load screen?" Like where did this come from? Like this, I like to show every aspect of something to the stream, which is why, in Prototype, for example, could I, in my spare hours, do all the side events or blow up all these bases and stuff and just grind and get a whole bunch of EV points? Cool. Yeah, I could. But I don't want to because part of the experience of playing through Prototype is, bouncing back and forth between the side events and the main story, and oh, I need this little bit more evolution points to get this new upgrade, and that's something to look forward to. So let me go do that real quick, and oh, I could go do the main thing, but let me stop off here and get this real quick, Shit like that. Okay, we're now going up. We're at 23%, and getting there. Also love the like drop shadow kind of thing they got going on with the percentage. So it's got like the regular text up front, and then behind it they've duplicated that and offset it slightly and made it gray, like just to give it some sort of illusion of 3 dimensions. I don't know why. Like it's not like it's already white on a black background. It does not need to pop out more. it's so funny. But yeah. I don't know if maybe we should go do something else. Like, maybe go watch that Ackman video while we're waiting on this shit. Like, let it compile the shaders in the background. Because this is going to take a while. This is clearly going to take a little bit of time. I mean, we're at 25% already, so assuming let me see. I'll maybe try to count the next one and start averaging it out. Get like a baseline set up. Come on. 26. I want to start counting. Yeah, clearly it takes a minute. See, at 10. Let's see how long it take. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's assume 20 seconds. Actually, let's do some math here. Do a little math while we're waiting on this. My calculator will come up. I could do it on my phone, but nothing else to look at. We're stuck on a loading screen. So it's fine. We can wait for the calculator to come up. Do some math together. Okay. So assuming it's like 30 seconds. No, that would be. No, it's been a minute. Okay, let's see. So 30 seconds times 75, because that's the remainder basically. Now divide that by 60. 37 minutes. I'm sorry. Hold on. We're gonna average 37. I feel like this is gonna be one of those things where it's just like it's going through a tough spot and it's gonna spike, If not, then for the next 37 minutes, we gotta find something to do. Because this is awkward. I could stop the stream and wait for the thing to compile, but again, this is part of the experience. I want to be able to point to this in reference if I make a video on this later. I want to have this on file to be like, I'm not shitting you guys. Go look. If your rig isn't super mega top of the line, you're gonna have a seriously, like, again, if this takes half an hour to load up and I end up playing like for at least half an hour, it's like, okay, 1-to-1 ratio minimum of like, and that half hour when I am playing is gonna be, oh fucking like buttery smooth 200 frames, whatever the fuck, like it's perfect, and great, cool. What I'm trying to figure out is if it's supposed to be an online service, right? It's supposed to be an online raid deck game. Why the fuck do I need to compile shaders on my end? Shouldn't you be handling that on your network? It's like with Guild Wars 2. It's like Guild Wars 2 doesn't yeah, I have to have information on my rig for the server to read and do all the instancing and stuff. It does. But if I play something like Guild Wars 2, all the shit is kept server side. Because if it's not kept server side, then I can't get an accurate read of what the fuck I and the guy next to me are seeing, right? So with this, what is it rendering the game off of my hardware? Is it rendering other things off of the network? I'm just confused. I want more transparency and things like that from games of like, oh yeah, our hardware does this, like our game is running on this kind of architecture with this thing. That's how it loads this way, this thing. Like, just tell people how you make your shit, Like I hate that about game design is there seems to be like if you go looking for it, you can find some very, like mechanical, dry reading about it, right? You can get into like all these things about, it like in Beetlejuice where he's reading the manual about being dead and he's like, this reads like stereo instructions. Basically game design documents. GDDs read exactly like that because it's beyond fucking boring to talk about. But it's like, if you just gave people an understanding of that, then when you have problems with a game, people would go, oh, it must be this thing and that thing, But if you also tell them how it works, then people are going to be able to call you on your bullshit because it's no longer a vague, like, I wonder how they make video games. For, like, majority of gamers, they have no fucking idea how these things are created. But if you tell them, then they can turn around and go, wait, hold on. You're saying you couldn't optimize this part of your game, even though we know you're working on this, that, and the other thing. Like, the nerds would be able to call them out because they're like, oh, actually, Okay. You know what? We're gonna take a little break from this load screen. Let's go watch that Act-Man video. That's kind of fun. Go react to the Act-Man, the React Man. See what he's got up to, because it's only a 13-minute video, so we can sit there and watch that together. Sounds kind of fun. And while we're waiting on this to friggin' compile. And it's gonna take like possibly 40 to 45 minutes. Because, whoo boy, it do be long. I don't know why I do that. I open that out of habit like a dumb shit. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Andrew Russo fucking uploaded how it feels changing your batteries when you're gaming. Not just playing MK1. Speaking of, tap one and talk about Mortal Kombat. There it is. Let's see. Watch Macman, I guess. Fuck it. Oh, look, there's Warhaven. Yeah, isn't Warhaven supposed to be out, like, now? Wait. What is Warhaven? Hold on, because it's soon, isn't it? It's, like, really soon. Yeah, it's the 21st, okay. Yeah, so that'll be...
see the numbers. We see the people.
You can see what
I see my calendar here. That's gonna be the 21st. That'll be Thursday, so I might get a...
That's why we're here.
Get a little stream of that in on Thursday night.
What's up, everybody? This is the Clown Man here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to jack down the resolution a bit because it's trying to compile the shaders in the back, so it's trying like it doesn't have enough resources for that. 35%. Holy shit.
What's up, everybody? This is the Clown Man here. But it doesn't matter who I am. What matters is my plan. Nobody cared who I was until I put on the act. Ladies and jesters, today we're talking about Payday 3. Should you buy it? Should you play it? What is Payday 3? Who's the greatest clown of all time, and why is it you? Tough questions require tough answers. I was invited by the Payday 3 developer Starbreeze to go out to New York and take part in one of the coolest pre-release gaming events I've ever been to.
I
Yeah,
mean, it's only
you got
the
invited
second
out
pre-release
dudes that
event
made
I've
it.
ever been to, but it's going to be hard to beat. They brought me and a bunch of other content creators to a real bank in New York, and then they all held us hostage in a mock robbery, and that was just awesome.
That is
Amazing
terrifying.
performance. So I met up with some really cool content creators. I asked one of them if he wanted to play a robbery game. He said yes.
Oh,
we had a grand
there's,
old time.
that's,
and we had 2 hours
okay.
to play Payday
Yeah,
3.
I was like, wait a minute,
and
I
new
know this
heist
Mexican.
that wasn't available in the most recent beta. So consider
it's
this a
other
first
Joe from the Angry
impressions
Joe
video
show.
from someone who went into this completely blind, having never played Payday before. I gotta tell you, I'm infatuated. I think I'm falling
Surprised Ackman
for
never
Krusty
played
the Clown.
Payday. I feel like he would have.
Follow me, gentlemen. Check this out. I'm about to get this camera done.
Neat,
You ready
Dad.
for this? 360.
That's so
God
fucking
damn
dumb.
it. It was the worst 360 ever. Payday 3 is a game where you and 3 buddies reenact the opening scene of The Dark Knight.
You have any idea who you're stealing from? You and your
Your
friends
friends
are
are
dead.
dead.
A fantastic concept for a video game, especially if you enjoy griefing your friends and ruining their day. Can we take the masks off? Oh god, this is a grenade. How do I put it away? Oh my god. The goal being to rob each bank or warehouse
Holds on to the grenade, what a
location
fucking
in the
dumbass.
most efficient way possible and escape with the most loot
I feel like this
possible.
is more of
You'll
like
level
a
up, unlock new
sponsored
weapons
thing,
and tools.
or I don't know. I never know how to feel about videos like this, because like, do I think that you know, the Ackman could be paid off? Maybe, but like, it's just sort of a blanket thing for me of like a content creator telling me about a new product when they have been given early access to that new product is like, I don't know if I can trust 100% of what they're saying when they're giving the game any kind of praise, you know? So wait to see how it turns out. That the demo you played could have been a vertical slide, not vertical slide, no, vertical slice is what he means, where everything just works as intended for that map. Yeah, exactly. Like, this, exactly. That's the thing about these events as well, is they can polish the shit out of one small piece. Where did my game go? Wait, what? My game turned off. It didn't like that I was looking at something else, so it decided to take a nap. Okay, let's try this again. Off to a very bad start, First Descendant. If it doesn't get that much better, then... Hello? But if it doesn't get that much better, I mean... I've told games to fuck off before. And it's like, if you're not going to be ready with your public presentation, like, this is the thing that I don't think games industry understands, is it's kind of like the same thing as people that don't cite a source of something. They're just like, you know, oh, well, you just have to look it up. It's like, no. You're making the claim. You cite the goddamn source. You tell me where you got this information, right? So that I can verify it. So same thing with games is, if you are going to present something in public, it should be treated as if you are presenting it for a grade, right? Because you know what day it's due, right? You know in what state the deliverables need to be in for that presentation. Because a game demo, a game beta, that is a presentation to the public. That's saying, this is the product, here you go. You know, it's not quite finished yet, and people understand that, but it needs to fucking function when someone wants to interact with the software. I mean, my god. Okay. Let's try this again. Maybe the shaders will compile faster or something. Oh god, we're back at 18. Oh, now we're at 19. Oh, 18, 19, 19. Look at it go. It's dancing. Now what is it doing? Oh my god, all I can do is laugh. Okay. At least it seems to be going a little faster now, because it's like might be catching up to where it was, so it's already compiled that first set of shaders. Because this is much faster than before. Maybe I had a bad compile rate last time, or maybe it's just playing catch up to, like, I think last time it was on like 35%, so we'll see. If it significantly slows down, then it was just playing catch up. Yeah, okay. So it will play catch up, so that's not bad. So that's the one thing I was worried about, was would it have to restart the entire sequence all over again? And no, it's cached it, it's compiled them, it knows what it's doing with them. So it's already recorded that, right? So that's like going down a checklist of things. You put the checklist down, you don't have to complete it all in one sitting. You know, you just pick it back up and go, yep, on to the next item on the list, you know? So it's sort of in the sequence, which is nice. But that means we're back to 36%, and now we have to wait for the remaining 64%. God, how am I gonna do this? I don't want to just kill, wait for this, but I don't know, man. Like if it hits like a spike. That's the thing is if it hits like a spike, then it could jump like 50% instantly. You know, if it just like runs into easier shit. I don't know if maybe it's compiling the hardest shit to compile first. You know, and again, like I'll say this: if I sit here and I wait for all of this, right? If I wait for however long it's going to take these shaders to compile, and it still runs poorly on medium graphics, we have a serious fucking problem with your product. Because the only reason you would need to do the compiling shaders bit is if you're trying to optimize the game, right? If you're trying to get the game to recognize, I don't know, I was leaning down like that. If you're trying to get the game to recognize the files that it needs to run in real time, right? That's the point, is to like it's sort of like a memory thing of like, you know, like showing the game how to load something once so it can do it infinitely at further points in the game during the play session so that it doesn't have to calculate that. So Evil West had a problem with this where it had a lot of the hitching issues were from it clearly trying to load something it had not loaded before, like particle effects and shit, trying to generate those and trying to do those for the first time in the middle of combat, which you don't want. Which is, you know, again, why I'm even tolerating this kind of load screen in the first place is I want to see how smooth the game's going to run, right? Because it's, you know, it's good. But I mean, you got like Paragon Overprime is a perfect example of a game that really should not be running as piss poor as it was, and to this day probably running very piss poor if anyone bothered to play it. Because from what I know, that game is dead. Anywho, but yeah. Just waiting now for the optimization. It's not going unbearably slow, but you're gonna need to do something on a second monitor or go do the dishes or something, you know? Like this is when something like this hits, it's rough. It's rough. But, you know, it's a first time launch. As long as it's like I said, as long as it's not a Warzone problem where it compiles the shaders every time you play, but then doesn't run well anyway, but you gotta sit there and wait for it to compile the shaders again, even though it didn't do anything. Yeah. As long as it's like a one-time occurrence, then okay, you know? Or once every time they have a major update for the game, they're like, oh, you're gonna need to recompile your shaders because we just had a massive update, you know, 1.1, 1.2, you know, the 2.5 update, you know? Like, an update like every 3 months where then they say, okay, we've added new stuff in this major update, so now you have to compile those shaders, and so you have to recompile all shaders because we're on a new build of the game. So, okay, fine, that's tolerable. You just click it on, go watch a movie, you know, or something. Like, go binge a TV show. But, yeah. Because again, I don't want to get off here and then it be like, I mean, I could just put it back together like I did with the Evil West VOD. Again, that skips the process for you guys. I mean, you could feel the pain. I don't know. But if something weird happens where it's like, oh, you know, fucking, it's gonna jump 30%, and it's like, whoa, wait, why did that happen? You know, then we can point to that as an example, like, what the fuck's going on here? I don't know. I mean, I've been talking for like 2 minutes, and we've gone up like 10%. So, yeah, no, like, what? Let's see. I don't know how long I'm talking. I've been talking for like 2 minutes, and we went up like 10%. So 2 minutes for 10%, maybe. So if we can average that, which I don't think we can, but I don't know. Let's assume, yeah. But if we assume 5 minutes, let's say 5-minute margin error. 5 minutes for 10%. We've got another 50% to go. So we need to wait another. Oh, my brain is stopping. We gotta do that 5 minutes 5 times. So 20 to 25 minutes now. Isn't too bad, but at the same time, yikes! Like that's pretty long. And on top of that was the other sequence as well. So we have the first 50% as well. So the whole sequence taking anywhere between 35 and 45 minutes, depending on your rig. You know, it's like yeah, just because my rig is not an Uber machine does not give you an excuse to have poor optimization of your shaders. Like that's one of those things I hate in gaming when it's like, oh, we're gonna put the burden on you to have up to date hardware. It's like no. You should be making a game function regardless of hardware. If my hardware is not from 20 years ago, it should still be viable on your because we're putting this or that in the game. It's like, I don't fucking care what you're putting in the game. Maybe if you spent less time trying to do the wrinkles, like all of the sub wrinkles and subsurface scattering and all this other bullshit on an old man's face in a crowd of 50 people, each one of them being rendered in whatever the fuck, like, stop rendering that level of detail. And you're suddenly going to find that your games have a lot of wiggle room for optimization. And you're also going to find that nobody gives a shit. BattleBit proved once and for all that nobody gives a shit about graphics. Nobody. It's a myth. It's a fucking myth. Again, does your game need to... Can your game be a bunch of cubes? No. You have to have something in there that's different, like, aesthetically. But if you just have a different style, that's fine, you know? You look at a game like Hades. Hades isn't photorealistic. It's just drawn really, really well. It looks really, really good. Why? It has a certain style to it, you know? You can compare compare something like God of War, like the current God of War trilogy they're going for, versus the old God of War trilogy. Did the old God of War trilogy look bad? No, not really. I mean, it was on a PS2, so the geometry's not quite there, but it looked pretty fucking good, especially the cutscenes. The cutscenes looked actually really good for that time period, and they knew where their limitations were. That's something that I think games today have lost, is game developers want everything, and they think they can have everything, and that's just not going to happen. They need to understand they are limited in some ways. They're not going to get everything. If you're going to get pretty graphics, you can't have a dense environment. If you're going to have a dense environment, you can't have, too many interactables or too many particle effects, right? Things like this. And nor do you need those things. Because if you're just telling a story, then you just need the things that tell the story. BioShock is a prime example of this. But the BioShock trilogy, is it super mega realistic? No, not really. It's kind of stylized realism, right? But it works. And also, it's like, oh, well, I want to venture around all of Rapture, right? But it's like, you don't need to. That's not part of the game. The game is a linear experience. It doesn't feel like it, because you feel like you're exploring around the city. But really, you're exploring, like, a big room and then, like, 2 small rooms next to the big room. That's basically all you ever have in BioShock, is you have combat arena, mini rooms to loot. Arena, loot, arena, loot, arena, loot, and we're at the end of the game. That's basically it, right? That's basically all there is to that. I mean, you look at like Prototype and Infamous and Crackdown. Like, were these games huge city games? Yeah, but did they show everything in crisp detail? No, they didn't need to. They couldn't, and they didn't even need to. It tells the story. You have fun with it. It doesn't matter. As long as the thing you're focusing on is in high detail and gives you what you want aesthetically for the player to see, then you don't need all that other nonsense, I don't need to see all of the bark flaking off the tree in the new God of War, okay? I don't need to see every one of his pores and all this. And honestly, I'm a little bit of a gaming hot take. I think the new God of War looks like shit, right? I said it. Is it photorealistic? Yes. Does that mean it looks good? No. Like, it doesn't look bad, but it looks kind of shitty because it's, I don't go to that game for photorealistic. Like, you could have made that with, like, okay, like Arcane, prime example. Arcane is a series based on League of Legends that, like, just copies the painterly style of League of Legends onto some 3D models and stuff. And half of their backgrounds in Arcane aren't even real. They're matte. They're basically digital matte paintings. Why? You don't need to render an entire city skyline. That's why. Could you? Absolutely. Do you need to? No. It's a waste of fucking time. Right? So, it pains me to see all these, like, ultra real, super detailed, this, that, and the other. I hate that in games because it's like I don't need it to be ultra clear. I just need it to look good. Like it doesn't have to look correct. It just needs to look good. You know? I mean, Jesus, I've been playing Prototype lately, and that game is from fucking 2009. It is from 2009, and it looks fine. Like, where did art style go? What happened to that, guys? Like, come on now. That's actually one thing that kills Infamous Second Son when you look at the Infamous series. Infamous, Infamous 2, both very strong art style. Infamous Second Son, relying completely on the visual fidelity. That's it, just graphical fidelity. You know, oh, look at the rain in Seattle and this. I don't give a fuck, dude. Fallout 4, same thing. Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is a prime example of, ooh, look pretty. Starfield, same thing. Ooh, look pretty, right? It's like, oh, look at all the pretty, cool, realistic stuff. It's like, yes, but what can you actually do in the game? Does the game run well for everyone? Or at least for the vast majority of players? Is it running correctly, right? That's the question you ask yourself. And then you need to ask yourself, okay, why is it not running correctly for some of these other players? You know, let's do a quiz, let's do a survey of their hardware specs so that we can better make our games to suit multiple types of architecture and not just the new hotness, you know? It drives me up a wall, man. It drives me up a wall with graphics. It's not really irony, but it's just more topical that I'm discussing this as a way to fucking buy time while we're waiting for the shaders to compile. It just... meh. What am I supposed to do here? It's up at 72%. Like, come on. We got 18% to go, boys. Hang in there. It's been almost an hour, by the way. We just passed the, like, 46 minutes. So, yeah, this should be done in about at about the hour mark. It should be done around there, maybe. So, God. That's funny. It's like I've been streaming this game for an hour and I haven't gotten to play the game yet. And it's kind of fucked. But again, first time. Like, I feel like this should have been a warning, though. Like, you know this is in your game. You know the game is going to compile shaders, right? You should probably have put this on the Steam page to tell people, like, hey, if you're planning on playing our game or streaming our game or whatever, you know, be aware that if you don't have an Uber PC, it's going to take a while to compile the shaders. You know, we suggest, like, letting the shaders compile and, you know, going and doing some side activity, going to, you know, go watch a movie on your phone or something, go do dishes, go to the grocery store and come back, you know. It's going to take a little while to compile the shaders, you know? Like, that's the bare minimum I think the company missed out on here is, like, just because your player knows it's going to happen, like, when they open the game, doesn't make it right. It's like, all you had to do was tell me. Because if they told me ahead of time, I could have done this ahead of time. I could have set everything up ahead of time before stream, and then we could have gone straight to streaming. And I could have led with the caveat of, hey guys, look, here's a message from the team. Like, they have transparency in the known problems, right? Why is it in the known problems there's transparency, but there wasn't any sort of announcement for, like, at least I don't think there is. Like, let's go check Steam. Let's see. Did they announce anything about, like, hey, you're gonna have to compile your shaders? Like, anything. Skill modification, this is all bug reports and stuff. Okay. So, these are game guides. That has nothing to do with nothing. There's a polar bear with a drink. I don't know why he's on this little backpack thing, but he's adorable. I love it. I want one. Let's see. Customization. Great, cool. We'll get into that when I play the game. Like, content creator notice. Like, this would probably have been the place to put it right fucking here. Because this was yesterday. This was posted Monday, September 18th. That was yesterday at 3:15 in the morning. Okay? So it's like, you posted this. As part of this, is there, you know, you would think they would warn anyone trying to do content creation ahead of time to be like, hey, if your rig isn't like super up to spec, you're probably going to have to compile your shaders, so please don't try streaming our game until your shaders are compiled, you know, because then your guys can't see the game, our game can't be presented, you know, in the most effective way, and, you know, we'd appreciate if you just keep that in mind. Like, oh, okay. Like, there's nothing in here about that. Nothing. Again, like, I don't understand how you can have, go up to the top, Come on, Meow. Go to the top. Go, 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 go. Okay, so we have a thing about the beta start. Okay. I'm not seeing anything in here. Like, there's a survey, right? There's the beta schedule. These are cool. So if you log in every day, you can get different skins. I do like this a lot. I like that there's a bunch of different skins here. Also, it looks like you're getting not only the skin, but a material that goes with it. So, let's see. Participation rewards. Okay. Some of these rewards will be sent after the launch of the game to the same platform account that was used to participate in the test. Okay, so yeah, this is talk about, like, that kind of shit. Console graphic mode, So, like, you're telling me the minimum requirements. This would be the place to tell me, is like, hey, you're probably going to want, like, okay, I mean, I'm above the minimum specs here, because I'm running an i5, like, fucking 5400 or something. Like, it's an i5 5000 series, so I'm above the CPU requirements. I'm double above the system. I have 16 gigs, right, which is what they recommend. I have a GTX 1080 Ti. I don't have a 1050. I have a 1080. They're saying the 2000 series, but close enough, So again, all this is in here about performance and all this. Great. Why would that not have included, hey, you're going to have to compile some shaders? So it looks like this got the usual free-to-play stuff. So this is going to be plastic matte black. Okay, so there are skins, which is pretty cool. I like this. I like the idea of, like, you have the character, but then you can, like, skin your weapons with different, like, materials, and not have to. It's not just going to be whatever bullshit the devs come up with. It's like, nah, here's a material, and they have, like, their own custom shader ball to show off what the material kind of looks like in different lights. That's kind of fun. So some different stuff. So the game, I believe, is going to be free to play, which means microtransactions. But all right. I mean, if the game's fun and you can earn this kind of stuff in game as well as pay for it, then cool. I don't care then. But that's a big if, big if. But yeah. So here we've got 7 days of the beta. So if you log in every day, you get 5 skins for one character, 2 skins for the other guy. This is badass. I need this day 4. But let's see, you get a gold. I assume these materials go on your weapons. And then these caliber things, I guess, are used to unlock new things. So gold for the weapon, silver, some kind of neon orange, which I love bright, vibrant colors. Great. An off-white, okay. Hot pink, definitely need that one. A copper or a bronze type of thing. And then looks like a PVC blue, something shiny. That's kind of cool. But again, I mean, right here would have been right here. Just put in, like, disclaimer, by the way, we're gonna, like, we're gonna check, like, for, compiling shaders. Just be warned of that, What the fuck? Alright, where are we at? Say night. God, I talked about all that, and we're only at 80%. Come on, man. This is ridiculous. We have to go about another 20%. So, again, assuming 10% takes 5 minutes, that's big assumption, but assuming we average 10% in 5 minutes, we have another 10 minutes to go. Fuck off. There's nothing I can do, because, like, all my CPU shit's dedicated to this. I can't even, like, go to other stuff. I mean, we could go just look at the Steam store while we're waiting for this to fucking finish. Like, at some point this century. See what's going on the store. See if there's any recommended games or anything. Devil May Cry series altogether is like $30 right now, but I don't have $30 to just throw at it, which is unfortunate. Yeah, MK1 is now out, so that would be a thing. I don't really care though. I haven't played MK in years. Starfield, people have been playing Starfield. Seems to be the most forgettable launch in gaming history at the moment, because, like, a lot of people are talking about it, but after the hype, it's like, yeah, it's a Bethesda space game. Like, okay, what were you guys expecting? Red Dead 2 for $20. Damn, that's a pretty good sale. Red Dead 2 for $20. That's actually not bad. But again, this is another game that's resting on its laurels of graphical fidelity. It's like, oh yeah, look at how pretty game is. It's like, I don't care how pretty game is. I care if I'm a cowboy and I get to shoot things like a cowboy. No, go back. What was that? What was that thing? There's something with a balloon. No, now it's gonna go away. I hate that when you refresh the page on Steam, your featured and recommended thing changes. There was a cool thing. Now I don't remember what it was. I mean, I'm on stream. I could go back in the stream and go see what was on the screen 2 seconds ago, but yeah. Let's see. Anything good? Oh, I got a queue here. Okay, Wandering Sword. Wandering Sword. Wow. Looks very involved. I'm intimidated by that inventory. No, thank you. Ah, yes, another survival zombie game. Humanity. Alright. Let's see. Okay, top down. Interesting. A little top down thing. Maybe kind of think of The Last Stand. You know, a little bit like that. Actually, yeah, didn't Last Stand get a new game? Hold on, we'll look at that in a minute. But actually, no, let's go back to Humanity real quick. How much they want? $20. It's always like $20 for these really basic zombie bullshit games. They're always in early access too. It's like, guys, fuck off. Like, if you want $20 for fun game, then $20 for fun game. Don't give me this early access nonsense, because god damn, like, so many games that are in early access never come out. Half of those are never intended to come out. It's just the dude's trying to make some money. This looks interesting. Wizardry. And again, another early access game, but I like the art style though. See, like, look at how cool this looks. Is it perfect graphics? No. But it looks really neat, doesn't it? Like, it doesn't have to be perfect photoreal graphics. It's just a kind of cool thing, you know? $30? Yee. That's expensive. Crop rotation? The fuck? Farming theme card drafting game. Cards are played automatically so you can focus on the deck building and building synergies. Okay, sure. What the fuck? Games people come up with. See, this guy offers a demo, and his game's only $10. That's how you make good game. There you go. Problem solved. Oh my god. AK Axolotl? Excuse me? Binding of Isaac shit. It's an axolotl with a gun. Of course it is. It's literally Binding of Isaac, but if it was an axolotl with a fucking AK. I love it. See, $20 for this. The game is finished. Here, give us $20. You get the game. Cool. That's exactly how it should be. No sun to worship. Whoa. I don't know what this is, but it looks kind of neat. Short, minimalist stealth action. $8. Cool. Yeah. I don't know what this is yet. We painted the sky ashen gray, burned the heavens to starve each other. Now we walk in endless cemetery of regret. Like, this is cool. This has got a little bit of a Metal Gear vibe to it, you know? Okay, I'll put that on my wish list. Yeah. Even if it's again, it's only like 4 hours long, 4 or 5 hours. Like, yeah, you could do that for, I mean, shit. Look at this. Like, Wall World, $7. Play the thing and get upgrades. Whoop-de-doo. Like, that's cool. We like that. We're gonna add that to the list. See how easy it is to get me to add something to my list when it looks interesting and, doesn't cost an arm and a leg for, like, generic gameplay. And the game closed again? Fuck. Just looked down on my bar, it's closed again. God damn it. Alright, let's finish looking at some of this, and then we'll go back to getting the creators compiled. It's been a goddamn nightmare at the beginning of this stream. See, this shit, though. Like, $15 for this? Like, 10 maybe. 15, you are really pushing it. When, like, a game like this, you could essentially get on, FOG or Armor Games or, like, any of that. Like, I hate seeing games on Steam that look like they really should be on, like, if it looks like a game that I would have played on a free online game site when I was 10, then I don't know if you should be selling that. Like, try a little harder or lower the price a little bit to get me interested. Okay, this is weird. Ad infinitum. Okay, $35 for this shit? For some, like, whatever. Moving on, finish that too. Let's see, Last Stand. Didn't Last Stand get a new... Yeah, it's on my wish list. I haven't played it yet, but yeah, they got them a new one that's like this is shit I used to play back in the day for free, and then, like, with each subsequent thing because there was Last Stand, and then the Last Stand this, the Last Stand that. So you got like 3 different ones in that series, and then he just straight up made an actual game, like, which is pretty cool. You know, like a proper, you know, like adventure zombie type game. You know, well, we got mutations now. That's cool. Again, this is why it's on the wish list because I love the Last Stand series, and $25 is totally fair for, you know, a simple zombie killy game. You know, love that kind of shit. Okay, back to the First Descendant. Fuck's sake. Yeah, playtime 50 minutes. My ass, Steam. I haven't played any of this game. I've had the game open. I haven't played it. Fuck off. Steam is mocking me now. It's been an hour. We've just passed the hour mark. Right as I said that. It's taking me a fucking hour to get into this. Oh my god, with compiling these shaders. Gotta be up to like 85% though, like while I was talking. But again, like if you go out of the game, it might crash, and then you gotta go back in. And in Matukas. Alright. First Descendant house. Please get to the point. I would like to play the video game. Like, you are... I don't think you understand. They are distracting me from other games. I could be playing Prototype 2 right now and having a lot of fun, right? So why is it that I'm playing this? Why am I playing Compiling Shaders, the video game, you know? Somebody should do that. Somebody should make a game where it's like a bunch of annoying shit from video games. Where it's like, you know, long load screens, buggy NPCs, you know, shit like that. But it's like intentionally like that. Like that's like it's a bunch of like make it like a WarioWare thing where it's just a bunch of mini games that revolve around that, you know. Like that'd be kind of fun. Like yeah. Like a, you know, Compiling Shaders, the video game. Like it's like an idle game where it just takes forever for you to compile one shader at a time, and then the shaders are currency that you use to upgrade your PC parts to like compile more shaders faster. There you go. I've just made an idle clicker game. I've just made like a new version of Cookie Clicker, but it's, you know, this. It's fucking this, you know. It's kind of shit. I remember back in the day I used to play something. Speaking of like online games, there was one on one of the sites where I used to play free games, and it was an upgrade game for a ship. It was like a ship upgrade thing. I think it was just called Upgrade the Game, right? And so it had a double meaning of you had to upgrade the game itself, and then you also the game was about upgrading. So it was like I don't want to risk opening it to show you guys because I don't know if it'll crash again, but it was like a little block. It started off as like you remember like Nokia phones? They had Snake you could play on them, and it would just be the one little dot going around, and it was just a super simple square thing, right? Basically that. It started out looking like that. It looked like utter shit, and like not bad graphically, but like aesthetically, it's supposed to look bad. And so you would go in, and it was kind of a roguelike where you would go a little further each time, and you would like your little ship, which was a dot, would move forward, and other dots would come down, which were enemy ships, and they would fire dots at you, and you would fire dots at them, and then eventually, fuck you, I was on 79%. Don't act like that. You know damn well where my compiling shaders were for. Fuck off entirely. You know damn well I was on 79% when you crashed. You better put it back up there, and don't slow down. Bitch, go 1 more %. We were at 79% last time I checked. Give me this shit. You're not going to sit here for 30 seconds and have to recompile that one. There you go. Okay. Sorry. Sometimes you have to yell at the machine. You know, it's you have to threaten the machine spirit sometimes. Praise be the Messiah. Anyway, so this thing is like, you know, you would be the ship, and then you would shoot the other ships, and you would get points for doing that. And then you would use the points to spend on different upgrades. You could upgrade your ship, which if you, depending on what stage you were in, it would be like a dot with like other dots next to it that were your upgrades, you know? Shit like that. But then you could upgrade the graphics of the game itself so that it went from looking like a square thing to a higher pixel art thing to like eventually it would look like a proper drawn, you know, piece of like sprite art. It's like, well, okay. It's just a fun concept. What's not a fun concept is me sitting here for another 20% of these compiling fucking shaders. I'm going to lose my mind. I'm gonna go get a drink. Oh, wait. It started moving pretty quick there. So I guess where it was actually at like 84%. Okay. I do not want to leave it alone though. I feel like if I click out of the game, I don't know what it is. It's like when I click out of the game, it has a conniption fit. But I need to go get a drink. Means I need to put on my AFK screen. We risk it. I'm thirsty. So you guys sit here and you know what? I'll just Hey, I return. Would you believe it just crashed? Again. Oh my god. I was literally like 2 seconds from turning the stream back on and being like, oh look, we're at 93%, we're almost there. And then it fucking died. So now we gotta watch it tick back up to 93. Okay, really not getting a good start here. Really not. I mean, like anybody that says like the oh works on my machine shit, please just fucking like never speak again. Like your opinion is beyond invalid. Because this is the average gamer. This is somebody who, if you don't have the money to upgrade your rig, right, to where your hardware is super up to date, you know, and my stuff is not totally out of date. It's just not the newest hotness. So it's like, look, you know, it's got to be. There has to be some like, I don't know, leeway between the systems to be like, okay, you know, we're not gonna make it run on a calculator, but we're also not trying to get only fucking NASA's quantum computing bullshit to run it, right? Like their supercomputers or the I don't know, like over wherever the fuck, you know, like IBM supercomputers and wherever the fuck with their research labs. Like you get the idea. Like you need to make a game. You're not making a game for the guy on ColecoVision, right? Or and you're also not making a game for Tony fucking Stark, okay? You need to be making a game for people who are like somewhere in the middle. Like stop making your game for streamers. It like clearly that's what this is. Is it's like, oh, well, launching game for time. If you know, it may take some time depending on your PC's performance. As if it's my PC's fault that you put too much bullshit in your game and didn't optimize it. As if you compiling shaders is my problem. Why are you making this a problem for the player? You know, it's like, dude, like just because I don't have a mega machine doesn't mean I don't get to play your game, right? Like, oh my god, it just like that's so dumb. It's so dumb that is how people think nowadays. You know, it's like, oh well, you know, it's fucking, you just need to upgrade your hardware. It's like I shouldn't be forced to upgrade my hardware. Like that's the kind of thinking that leads to okay, we're back. Sorry about that. My roommate finally got approved for the lease. It's only taken them 2 months to do it. Fucking lazy bastards at the leasing office. Anyway, we're back. We're at 99%. We're there. Fucking there. Please hit 100% and let me see the fucking game. And again, if this game does not run 100% buttery smooth perfect after doing an hour of compiling shaders, it's taken me an hour to compile these shaders because it kept fucking cracking, and it's been slow as shit. If it takes this long to do this, your game better run right. If it don't run right, go fuck yourself. All right. God damn. Even like I can stand a game that maybe doesn't run the best and gets updated later to run a little better. As I'm talking about games not running, it fucking dies. Oh my god. It's taken me over an hour, by the way. Over an hour. Assuming, we could assume 20 minutes of that is, like, yeah, we can assume half of that. Let's assume half of that, like, so not 68, but instead 34 minutes. 34 minutes. Let's assume somehow 34 minutes is how long it takes me to go through the menus and adjust all my settings, right? Let's assume that's what's happening, right? So then the question becomes, why the fuck is the shader compiling still taking 34 minutes and we're being that generous with the time frame here? Like, Christ, man. And right as it approaches 99%, it just dips out again. I wasn't doing anything. Nothing else is open on my rig. Nothing. I'm just streaming the game. I'm trying to share your game and my potential enjoyment of your game with other people. Why are you making it hard for me to do your game like a service here? I'm trying to advertise your game for free. When you make that difficult for me, I start talking shit about your game. And then when people see that, then they go, like, I cannot count the amount of times I've looked at a game on Steam that's on sale and gone, I could, yeah, let's see what people say about it. And people are like, oh, it runs like shit, or it's got this problem, or that problem, or this thing. And I look into it and I go, oh, yeah, no, this studio is a piece of shit. I'm not giving them money. It's that easy. Is it gonna, is that gonna work for everybody? No. You maybe need somebody higher up on the chain, to tell them, you need like a Markiplier or something to not recommend a game, or to recommend a game for people to give a shit about it, maybe. But that's the kicker, is for an average person, if they're paying attention, all it takes is one bad enough review that's in-depth enough to make them go from, I might, to fuck no. And then they never think about your game again, ever. They might even fucking hide it, so they never have to see it again. They might ignore it, and hide it from Steam, so they're never reminded of your garbage again. Like, Jesus Christ. You're a business. You're making games. The business here is to make game. Game good, game fun. Sell game. It is not complicated. Stop making it complicated. God, I remember back in the day, dudes would actually finish the fucking game. Because at this point, this doesn't feel finished. And if this is going to release any time in the next 3 months, there is no way you could fix this whenever the fuck it's going to open up to, right? I don't know when they're planning on unleashing this onto the public, but fuck's sake. This is the state of the game right now. And again, I don't know what the rest of the game is, because I can't get past the fucking shader screen. Like, it's crashing. I'm getting fatal errors. Compiling shaders. Which is what your game is supposed to always be doing anyway. Like, the game is about rendering things in real time, and you're failing at that. That is the one element of a video game that is required, is to have a real-time rendering. It's not a fucking slideshow, people. We have moved past interactive fiction. We've hit 100% on the shaders. Can I now play the video game? No? I thought 100% was complete. I'm sorry, in whose reality? Watch it kick over to 101% to just fuck with me. Like, now it has to redouble its efforts. Now it's got to go to 200%, We apologize for the inconvenience. I'm waiting for that. Finally! Fuck it, we're here! Black screen! Cool intro! Go fuck yourself, Nexon! You need to fund your games better! Jesus, that's clearly because... Oh my god.
About a century ago,
That voice is low as shit.
humans were defeated by the Vulgus.
Again, audio balancing in games lately has been utter dog shit. Please balance your games better.
Who destroyed everything.
Don't tie your goddamn ambient music. Alright, I gotta adjust some stuff audibly. But it's good we have the subtitles at least.
Until they could no longer. Then they found hope.
Yeah. So some shit showed up, fucked with humans, and then we were like, yo, check out this thing. And so we made
Forgotten ancestors'
epic
power.
anime warrior dudes.
Finally they could fight.
Forgotten ancestors power. Like, how cool is this? This is a cool intro,
It emerged.
It reminds me a lot of the Call of Duty Ghosts intro. Just these sort of like still rendered 3D guys, and like some graphical stuff like that, you know,
We must fight back.
moving around an otherwise still image. Yeah, so we're gonna be killing these things. Also, the subtitles are a little behind.
Can you hear me? I've been waiting for you.
So Descendant, yeah, it's kind of like a Tenno thing, you know, Warframe. Oh, that must be me. I am the duder. I am the first Descendant. Okay, cool. All right, great, cool. I'll be in command headquarters. Okay, we could have a problem here with the fucking audio. Of course. Again, this is running very well, so maybe waiting for the shaders to compile is actually a good thing, but still. The assignment is simple. Bunny will collect it while one of you protects her. Okay. I'm gonna read this out because the audio balance is completely off in this game. Like, we can hear the music because that music is not music, that's ambient music. Like, this other stuff we're hearing, dialogue's way too low. Okay. Cool, so now we can pick one of these guys. So Bunny, I guess, is like our buddy back here. They literally call her Bunny. She has bunny ears. Okay, cool. I like Big Boy here. I definitely want to go with Ajax, but can I can't see anything right now to change, like, the dialogue or anything. Okay, view details for each descendant before choosing. Okay. Then you can gather descendant. Okay. Select descendant becomes your first descendant. Then you can gather descendant kits to collect and play other descendants. Okay. So you pick one, you gotta stick with it until you get, you know, a thing that lets you swap your build, basically. Well, I mean, in that case, let's see. Who's this dude? Again, it's running pretty good in the moment. We'll see how combat is, but if the compiling shaders makes it, like I said, 100% experience, cool, it'll be worth it. But let's see. So he's got a DEF. I assume that's defense. So defense of 93, max shield 79, shield recovery out of combat is 0.92. That's not bad. He's got a max MP and a max HP of 110 and 108. So he's got good shields, good shield recovery. Okay on MP, which I guess is like mana points, and then there's hit points, right? I've never understood, like, HP stands for hit points. It doesn't stand for health points, but health points is just kind of redundant. I don't know. In my brain always thought of it as health points, not hit points, because, you know, hit can be variable. You know, like how much damage per hit is something doing. That can vary. So your hit points is how many points of hit damage, whereas health point sounds better because it's how much health damage are you taking. I don't know. Okay, so Ajax displays excellent leadership but rarely reveals his true feelings. Well, yeah, he's a fucking knight in armor with big horns on his head. How the fuck is he gonna reveal anything? He's a wall. Speaking of which, orbit barrier. Aw, yes, this is the shit I love. Okay, create a barrier to the front. The barrier's stats are based on Ajax's HP and defense. When void energy is at maximum, it enhances barrier. When hit by an enemy, the enhanced barrier deals reflection damage proportional to the damage received, and Ajax's defense to the attacking enemy. Okay, so it combines how much damage do they hit on the enhanced barrier, plus what's my defense. That stat gets reflected back at them. Okay, got it. Acquires void energy after creating a barrier. Okay, interesting. Void walk. That's not a walk, that's a jump. Why wouldn't you just call it void leap? Why would you call it void walk? Okay. I think it's like a good time to remind you guys that Nexon and like the people making this game are not like from the West. they're very much a Chinese company. So yeah, they probably just use Google Translate for a lot of this. Let's see. Skill description: jumps forward, then deals damage on landing, inflicting stun. Okay. When using skill while void energy is at maximum, it enhances the void walk. When enhanced, it increases the max shield. Okay. When the skill ends, it acquires void energy. Okay. Expulsion, so we got an AoE. Inflict damage and knockback. When void energy is at maximum, it enhances expulsion. Okay, when enhanced, it increases base damage and range. When the skill is used, you acquire void energy. Let's see. Aiden says, you like cheese? I mean, I feel like I'm going to regret this, but yes, I like cheese. Cheese is cool. What kind of cheese? Are we talking cheddar, Gouda, provolone? You know? Anyway, let's see. Hypercube. Welcome to the stream. you like cheese? That's a better question. We turn around and do you like cheese? What kind of cheese? What's your favorite cheese? Let me know in the comments. Jesus. Okay, Hypercube. Let's see. Creates a dome-shaped barrier. Barrier stats are based on Ajax's HP and defense. When void energy is at maximum, enhances the barrier. The enhanced barrier grants barrier enhancement. That is the most... yes, this floor is made out of floor thing I've read all day. The enhanced barrier grants barrier enhancement to all allies within range, including self. Barrier enhancement increases firearm attack. Okay. And then passive skill, Event Horizon. When using the skill, acquires void energy. Okay, depending on the amount of void energy possessed, gains singularity based on stage. Singularity decreases cooldown, and the effect is boosted based on stage. When void energy is at maximum, enhances the skill and grants additional effects. Okay. When using the enhanced skill, void energy cannot be acquired. When out of combat for a certain period of time, all void energy is consumed. Okay, so this guy is... He's meant to get aggressive, he uses abilities a lot, essentially. Okay, we're going to look at the other guys. I'm going to pick Ajax, but we're going to look at the other guys anyway.
I'll go. I just need to blow up everybody except Bunny, right?
Okay, cool. I couldn't hear anything you said because the fucking dumbasses behind the game did not audio balance at all, in the slightest, in any way. And so when I turned it down to avoid the game being super loud, I turned down the wrong elements because they didn't... Alright. Again, I'm going to go on this rant again. If you are a game developer, make your audio in different sections, okay? You should be separating your audio tracks into multiple sections. Sound should be split in... Sound effect should be split into both ambient and triggered sound effects, right? You should have music being split between cinematics, first off, should have a whole separate section for their audio, okay? So if you're going to have a cinematic in a game, that should be balanced the same as what's in the game, but also allow you to balance it differently if there's a problem, okay? Alright. But fuck me. Like, your music, okay? Combat music and then, like, out-of-combat music should definitely be on the same fucking music track, right? And, you know, master volume. For the love of God, tie nothing to master volume. There should be no ambient sound, no none of this or that or whatever. Ambient sound needs to be its own category. Sound effects need to be in their own category. Music needs to be its own category. Do not tie these things together, okay? Because it makes it hard as hell to balance your audio. So what you do is you separate all these things. And then the master volume should just be what is the overall decibel range, okay? What are you working with? Decibels. How loud is the game? Up, down, okay? Simple. That's all master volume is supposed to be, is overall output of the decibels. What does that count? Okay. The rest of it is where you handle the intricacies of music and ambience, whatever. There should be 4 or 5 different things that are all separated. Anyway, so Lepic, beneath his cheerful facade lies a dark past. He always gives all his battle. Okay, yeah, he's got the defense, whatever. So he's got a grenade, inflicting. Yeah, we'll read all that later. He gets a grenade. He gets overclock, so he adds burn to his abilities. Let's see. Traction grenade. Okay, so he's got 2 kinds of grenades. He's got overkill, where his arm turns into a cannon with a black hole. Neat. And his passive skill is, upon receiving fatal damage, he gains close call. While it is active, becomes immune to damage and crowd control for a period of time. When it ends, he recovers HP proportional to self to his max HP. This effect is not affected by incoming recovery or outgoing recovery. Okay. And then we have the bitch. We got Viesa. Tends to give others cold shoulder because she has lost everything. I don't care what your flavor text is. Okay. Why is she, like, the same as... I'm sorry, wait, why is she the same as Ajax? Is it gonna be, like, same character, different abilities? Because look at his thing. Look at his stats, right? Look at his stat wheel. Look at her. Her stat wheel is identical to his. Like, almost 1-to-1. Weird. Okay. So she would seem to also be a tank, but maybe like crowd control tank and not like shield tank. That would seem to be the idea. She's got a frost shard, okay, which I guess slows people down. Yeah, it shackles them. Frost road, so she's actually quick with that, okay. Cold snap, yep, that'll give him ice shackle, so slows him down. Create a blizzard that remains active for a certain period, okay. Ice shackle, yep. So she's crowd control tank, gotcha. Upon using a skill to have an enemy enter a certain ice shackle stage, creates an ice sphere that flies around the. Okay. There's a lot of text there. That's a wall of text that I'm not dealing with. All right, let's just do this guy. He puts up walls. He's schmacky. He's a cool dude. He's also a big dude in armor. Looks awesome. So he's on the fucking cover. I mean, he's in the thumbnail. We gotta play Ajax. He's a big boy. Ajax and Bunny. Big ol' armored motherfuckers. Crank my audio a bit on my headset. Let's do that for now while it's so freaking low. Hear what's going on. Game's hitching a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. We'll have to check the graphical settings here in a minute. It's not too bad though. Pretty smooth. He's quick. She's got an SMG. Here, I'll crank it all the way up because they can't balance their audio for dick. And they won't let me change it while I'm in a cutscene.
Hey, why is the Ironheart here in the first place? Aren't you curious?
Good question.
On the assignment, Bunny. Our objective is to find it before Corella has.
I guess Corell is the bad guy.
Yeah, I got it. What if those bogus creeps suddenly come out of nowhere?
Hmm.
You secure the heart as planned.
God, listen to his fucking feet. Stompy, stompy, stompy. He's a heavy boy. Are we just gonna smoothly transition? Nicely done! That's a great way to transition to the gameplay.
What the heart looks like?
We'll know when we see it.
I gotta adjust some shit.
Hurry up.
Hey, give me a goddamn minute, woman. I'm trying to adjust my audio here. See, like, notice how ambient sounds are being tied to the master volume. Okay, that should be good. Okay, game's running pretty good, and it doesn't look too bad either. We'll see how combat works, but for now, it's not too bad while I'm standing here. Sounds pretty good. Moves pretty good. Like it. Left, right, forward, backward, jump. Roll. Roll. Why can I not roll? Okay, I guess the game's not gonna let me combat roll until a certain point. Let's see, might take master volume down just a smidgen. Back down to 3, maybe. That ought to work. Yeah. Not too bad. I feel like we need to crank their audio up a lot. Oh, I have a smacky. Got a melee. Okay. Print. Good.
I'll take the lead.
Oh yeah, audio's gonna have to go way the fuck up. Yeah, the dialogue.
What the heck?
What's going on? All operatives report.
Whew. We almost died. I'm okay, by the way.
Roger that. Resume operation.
This is why another thing for
Our
audio
lab's been
guys
cut
in
off.
games
We
is,
better find a way around.
for the love of God, please, I am begging you, give me an audio test while I'm in the menu. I should not have to be jumping back into the game and listening for things to see if the audio sounds right. The game looks a little murky right now. Not sure why. I'm sure it has something to do with my display settings, because I did put it on, I did put the graphics. Oh no, graphics are on high. Okay. I thought I put them on medium for a second, but I guess not. Frame rate limiter, limited at 60, keep it on 60, right? Upscaling is off. NVIDIA Reflex low latency, okay. Where's the NVIDIA Reflex? We could try that, but probably not. Data qualities and everything are fine. I don't know why the game is looking kind of murky right now. Then I don't know. Let's try and fucking just go auto with it. Or was everything auto high anyway? I don't know. Let's try ultra. See what it looks like then. See if it runs pretty much the same. Yeah. A little jank though, little jank. So we're gonna have to bring it back down. Okay. This is where we start getting specific with what we want to be ultra and high and whatnot. So Try medium everything. Visibility. I don't know why visibility's stat. Okay, fucked with. Anti-aliasing. Definitely want high anti-aliasing. The shadows and stuff, this can all be medium, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, the rest should be fine. I just want to make sure I've got maximum clarity and stuff. Oh god, see, anything on ultra is fucking with it. I don't like that. Okay, let's just go high everything. It was working pretty alright when high everything was on, and then yeah, VSync on. Yep, cool. It's running pretty good. I think it might just be the lighting in here is why I'm not getting like a very sharp image. You know, I'm also used to looking at prototype, and you know that's a whole different thing. Yeah. Okay. So now we can see my guy a little better. Again, it's not running too bad. You know. And that's to be expected. I think it's running on UE5. If you know, if I had to guess, they're probably one of the first games to start running on UE5. Which actually no, because UE5. I don't know if UE5. I know it was announced to the public like last year, or the year before. But I don't see a game like this getting made in that amount of time. I don't know. Then again, it depends on what kind of team you got.
Wait, Bunny. I should go first.
Alright, yeah, working pretty good in combat. Again, might have to tweak it down to medium. Let's see, you know what?
What? I'll come help.
Oh, wait, I'm looking at the ceiling.
Nothing I can't handle. I'll be there soon.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to adjust some stuff. But, let's see. I'm gonna crank this down to low. Let's see how shit this game looks if you go low. Does it retain its art style? It does! So the art style of the game is not impacted by graphical fidelity. Graphical fidelity is just there for if you have a mega machine and, you know, you can afford that. But hey, fuck it, I'll put it on low. I don't give a shit. You know? Like, actually, if we put everything on low, we might be able to get away with ultra visibility and ultra anti-aliasing, which are the two things that make an image better in this, it seems. Because I like sharp anti-aliasing anyway. I like it to be very, very like top-notch. No matter what game I'm playing. Like, the rest of the game, I can turn textures from like 2K to 1K, but I gotta have crisp silhouettes, you know? I can't have jaggies. Jaggies piss me off. Like, it's like, damn, it's just, that's breaking all the immersion at that point. My brain won't accept
Glad
it.
you're safe.
I'm just getting
Okay,
warmed up.
so, you guys done
No
talking?
need to
Okay.
brag. Come on, let's keep going.
Okay, cool. So to you know, go ahead and give credit where credit is due. This is running beautifully. Compiling shaders first time for like an hour was a pain in my tits. It should not have crashed while doing so. That is unacceptable. But it's a beta, so I forgive them for that. If they can fix the crashing shaders thing and they can get it to compile faster for first time use, fine. If the first time use, though, is going to be, okay, it takes like an hour to compile your shaders, but never again are you going to have this problem. Like, you're never going to have to do it again. And on top of that, like, the game's going to run super great and look super great. I'll take it, you know? And again, this might be one of those scenarios where the game itself is highly playable for me, but I can't really stream it because the stream itself takes too much resources from my PC to, you know, keep up. But again, it seems to be keeping up just fine so far.
What is all this?
Shit, I don't know. Wackadoo
there's no
shit.
way through. This is the only place left. There has to be something here.
Well, Chad detected. Like, yeah, that just opens up. It opens for Ajax the Sigma male. It doesn't open for some fucking thought bunny chick. Yeah. This is your sort of generic precursor ancient technology whoopity-boo that is in a lot of these kind of games. Like, a lot of these games have this, but, you know. I'm sure in the full game there'll be more of an explanation. There'll be, like, more lore and stuff telling you about the story, and, you know, you can get into the details of it. But you don't really need it, because, I mean, it's a combat third-person action game. Like, that's what we're here for. I'm here to be Ajax with a super futuristic AK, but for some reason also still have leather on my armor. Always love that aesthetic. when people have like hyper advanced armor and weapons, but they have like old school like straps or belts, you know? I love that shit. It's a great aesthetic.
Just cover me, okay?
Yeah. Ooh, pretty orb. Touch! He's literally just gonna touch it because he wants to.
Back off a bit.
I gotta know what it feels like. Like he's just gonna touch it for no reason. Oh, now we're in my head. My head's all fucky. Oh, here we go. Dude, this is so Warframe. Okay. So, like, Warframe has this same thing where it teaches you shit, like, in virtual sims like this. Okay. This is Warframe. This is them going, hey, what if we made a cooler Warframe? And honestly, I'm here for it. Because I played Warframe for a bit, but I'm like... that experience kind of grates on you. Something like this is a little more involved, you know? Like, I haven't played the whole game yet, but it feels, you know, a lot more, you know, interesting than just weird corpo drone thing, you know? But this is clearly, like, you know, I know a lot of games will do this kind of virtual shit, but okay. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to put that on a button. Okay, we are definitely True Descendant. Not, I'm just a guy. Prove yourself. Why do I have to prove myself? You're the one that wanted me in here. Push forward without hesitation. Okay. Yes, I know. Shut up! I do believe in myself. Shut up, I'm trying to make a fucking custom mouse scheme for this game. Christ. Okay. Okay, there we go. Reload that bitch. Yeah, reload's not too slow. Not too fast either, but I think my thing is now defaulting to like whatever I have installed. Is it? Or some of these are like synced up where I didn't make these. The game made these. Like whatever the default control is based on those games. So I gotta make one for this because I guess it's not supported yet. Certain games get supported. Yeah, so you can scan now. I can scan and see if maybe it'll pop up. Yeah, so now it sees that Evil West is no longer installed, so it's taking it off the list. Okay, I need to copy this. We're gonna duplicate it. Go to the end, because that's where the default copy always goes. It. Okay. Yeah, I gotta change the freaking name of the thing. Details, here we go. Call this one First Descendant. There we go. Okay, First Descendant. And then now we can start fucking with my control schemes here. Okay. Like, we'll see what we can get away with the game here. Let's see. That's melee.
Reload.
Okay. Okay. That's 4. This is gonna be 4 and 5 up here on my fingies. Okay, yeah, let's change some stuff. So, I think I should just be able to remap these. Yeah, let's see. I do want a custom one in case I gotta, like, make a macro for something. You know, if there's some ability that chains with another thing and I just need 2 buttons to activate it, and that's what I'm gonna do all the time, then, you know, it just makes sense. Let's see. Gameplay. No. Where am I looking? Keyboard and mouse. Controls. So you got like controller stuff. Leave your control and camera settings. Let's see. Aim assist. So it seems there is an aim assist in this game. Use aim assist for hip fire. Oh, that's cool. So if you hip fire, it'll still do aim assist. That's fun. Let's see. Keyboard and mouse. Yeah. Individual firearm aim sensitivity. Oh, that's cool. You can like set it per weapon. That way if you're doing different things or weapons feel differently. That's fun. I always like when a game does that. What can we do here? Let's see. Roll. Okay. Reload. Yep. Okay. Grappling hook needs to be The other stuff seems... See, this thing is the skills here, though. I'm not sure which skills are which, you know? Like, there's sub-attack, which is my melee, basically. I think leaving that on... Leaving that on 4 would be good. And then maybe grapple on 5. Grapple 5. Or grapple 2, whatever. Assigning 2 to... See, assigning 2 to grappling hook has removed it from something else. Yeah, so it was on select weapon 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, we are going to have to customize the, yeah. Oh, shit. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Okay. We're going to want to reset those controls. You need to go back to being middle mouse, and you need to go back to being 2. You're fine at 4. Okay. So we are going to need to basically map all of these onto my mouse. So, like, whatever it's saying is for the mouse. Like, yeah. So, we want to map. See, this is back. Forward could be something else. We'll just call this one F. Okay. F, come on. F on there. Go. Alright, so that's gonna be F, so we can leave this as the default F that it likes to be. Middle mouse for 4. X that out. Okay, so that's gonna be 4. So F is gonna be that, and then this should be 4. Come on, we're here. Four. Go. Okay, and then for abilities, we'll want 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So, okay, see, interact. I could probably get interact to be on something else. Well, I mean to get this on something else. So, like E, we want this top button to be E, or hold on, because I want to use E for one of these. I want to use like Q and E for a skill, right? So like Q on one skill, E on the other skill. I feel like we could do interact on mouse 5. That leaves E open, and then these 2 are going to be in the back. So you can 3, it's going to be that. Okay. Right. You guys need to be V and Z, whatever you were, and then this other one needs to be 3 and whatever. Okay. Oh, this is hard to do. Okay. Sub-attack F, yeah, that's set up. So V and Z, I need to change the back buttons on my mouse to V and Z. So, mouse, back buttons, V and Z. And I'll swap them if need be. This is gonna be V. It's gonna be Z. V and Z, okay. Got forward. Gonna be the other one. F is gonna be that. You know what? We could probably do. Here's what we'll do. We'll do interact F. And then on this, we're gonna leave that as mouse 4. Let's use the default there. Now it's back and forward again. Okay. So then F is our interact, because F wasn't doing anything for us. You're going to be this. Okay, so sub attack, and then above that's gonna be grappling hook, and then forward, and then the forward and one are in the front, and they're not doing anything right now. But we got Q and E, so I might end up putting those on my again. Bring a menu, open map. Okay, I think we're good. So sprint, jump. Can't roll yet. Game doesn't want me rolling. Shoot, reload, grappling hook. Okay, that's. Hold on. How did he do that spin move? Did he just do it by accident, or? Oh, it's not charged up yet. Hold on. That's like a mega hit. Gotcha. Okay, and then fly with 4. Oh, there we go. Fly with the grapple. Cube the wall. That I can probably put on. Probably put Q and E on my mouse. Like leave them as Q and E, but put Q and E up here. Q. And E. Just as alternatives. You know, those should be fine. Great, cool, wonderful. Okay, so Q, drop the wall. So they don't really need to be precise with it. And then easy, we haven't unlocked yet. Need to grapple up. Go grappling hook. Oh, that's not it. That's melee, melee, melee. I'm getting that in my head now. Grappling hook. Okay, that's pretty good. What if I jump? Does it change it up? See. Okay, so it kind of like locks onto the edge. Attempt to escape the unknown space. Okay. Okay, that's cool. I'm liking the grapple movement. That's pretty good. I'm not all sluggish, you know, I get to move around. Grappling hook. Yeah, I just said make sure you use the grappling hook, basically. So I gotta, like, swing the grappling hook here. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, so there is grabbing the ledge. So you can do, like, a mantle. I like that it indicates when you're close by showing you where it's gonna latch onto. Little red dot. That's pretty nice. Okay. We made it! Hell yeah, dog. Oh. Big stompy feet. Hey, your Uber driver's here. Special delivery from Amazon. It looks fantastic. Reminder, I'm on the lowest graphics this game has. And again, it seems they're not tying the graphics to the actual rendering of the game. They're just tying graphics to, like, particle effects and other stuff you don't actually need to play the game. But if you have the rig for it, then they're like, hey, you can make the game look even prettier if you're one of those weirdos that bothers with that. Like, the game already looks good. If the game already looks good, then, like, I don't know why you would need it to look even clearer. I don't get that part of gamers, man. If the game already looks appropriate, then why do you need more? It doesn't make any sense. It's just greed at that point. Yo, what up, girl?
This is a space where you're on.
They didn't want a texture, so they're just like, just make her white and glowy. That'll be fine.
I have been waiting for you since the beginning. I am your guide.
Okay.
The ancestors.
You gonna show me how to get down and boogie? I don't know. Fucking, what are we doing here? I'm so confused.
As a way of accessing the descendants' consciousness.
So you're in my brain.
We must follow the will of the ancestors.
Okay. Can you, like, turn down your fucking gamer keyboard clothing, please? It is bright as hell. It would be so hilarious if she was just, like, RGB fucking changing colors. Epic gamer moment. Did she just give me, like, armor herpes? I'm so lost here. So I touched it, it just opens. Because she likes me. She likes Ajax's dick, so she's like, yeah.
What happened?
I poked it.
What is going on? I saw something.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden? Wait. It's the Vulgus. They found us.
Oh, there we go. Damn, these things look cool. Like, yeah, it's like generic monster shooter type shit, like PvE gameplay, but, you know, I'm not mad at it. Like, that looks cool. I played this game so I could be a big dude in armor, and I'm a big dude in armor. Like, I'm getting everything that was advertised to me. Oh, here we go. That's fucking loud in the cutscenes. It's like not bad in the actual game, but the cutscenes are kind of up there. Whee! Spider-Man! Ah, get fucked. Now you guys gotta stay in there for another 1,000 years. Sucks for you nerds. I have a shotgun? Ooh! Can I keep it? Please tell me I have infinite ammo on that as well. Give me the shotgun. Fuck you, game. Give me the shotgun. I'm hitting the buttons for weapons. It won't let me give it the shotgun yet. See, like, it's not that loud normally, but then, like, the actual cutscene is a bit much. Alright, I'll check the audio after this. I'll just keep it where it is now, and I'll check afterwards to see what's too high or too low for next stream, because I do plan on streaming this more. As long as it keeps up with this level of optimization, I could see myself streaming this a lot and having fun. It's giving me Destiny 2 vibes, and I had fun when I played Destiny 2. For the short time that I did.
On the heart. It must not be captured.
You guys are dinguses with pea shooters. Look at them, just doink, doink, doink. Oh, cool, I have a mini-map in the top that's, like, motion-detected threats. Bro, can we talk about how this motion detector is better than Halo Infinite? Like, notice how they're right under me, so it's indicating they're directly on me with a red fucking dot, and it's isolating out whatever the closest thing is when I back up. Look, it's like, hey, there's a thing this way and this way. How far? Well, we're going to change the color to indicate how far, and then when it gets on top of you, you're going to have a blinding red dot on your character. Why the fuck does Halo Infinite not have that? Like, you're going to use a motion tracker to show enemy locations. That's literally what I said they needed, was, hey, if you're gonna use a motion tracker, change the color, change the color, the intensity, something. Like, so I can indicate better when I'm surrounded by multiple enemies. Ow, fuck. Okay, I deserve that one. Wait, do I have a shield? Or, let's see. Okay, so they're shooting me. I am taking damage. Do I regenerate outside of combat? Or do I... Yeah, okay, so my health does come back. But you guys are eons. Love the way this game is running, though. Like, after that hour of bullshit... The soulless, okay. After that hour of bullshit doing the shaders, like, damn. Whoop! Oh, what a move. That was kind of cool. I love any game that gives me a grappling hook. Like, more games need grappling hooks. Why do we have so few games that give us grappling hooks? Okay. What's this? Why can't I pick this up? I don't know. Game's confusing. Oh, we go up there. Okay. Oop. Hey, fucking zippy dippy, my guy. Zippy McDippy, let's go. Jesus. I realized I was too far, but fuck you, game. Okay. Button to roll and evade. Alright. Now I can roll. Oh, that's good. I like that. Hold on. I'm gonna change the sprint option. Fuck off, guys. I'm busy. Okay. Grappling hook, correction, and guide. What do these even do? I don't know. I'll play with those in a second. Okay, I like they didn't bother moving in on me. They're just kind of taking shots. Okay, that guy's gonna be a pain in the ass. I gotta get closer. Got him. I'm loving this. Okay. Let me try the grappling hook. Okay, so if I do this, go straight to target. Okay. If I do this, it winds around it. Okay. I'm getting a baseline for when I change this control. So let's see. If I were to turn off the hook correction, what happens? Nothing changing there. Okay. Not seeing a big change there. Let's off the correction guide. Okay, so the correction guide is just the thing that indicates where you're going. The if you turn both of these things off, grappling hook still works, it's just... Okay. So yeah, that's just visually, really. Which is fine. I like the red dot, so I know where I'm going. I like a game giving me information. I don't like when a game's like, oh yeah, if you point towards your cursor, it'll hit somewhere in this area. It's like, no, it shows you the exact fucking ledge. Okay, okay, that was awkward. I thought it was gonna, like, zip underneath, but... I am not Spooderman, apparently. I'm not as Spooderman as I thought. Okay, yeah, sub-attack, right? When sub-attack is on cooldown, swing firearm to perform a weak sub-attack. Okay. Why don't they just call it melee like every other fucking game? Why do they call it sub-attack? Wait, can I grapple guys? Oh my god, I can grapple guys, too. That's fantastic. Whoop! Oh, I'm gonna like this game. See, like, this is what I wish Warframe was. Like, Warframe's too whippy-dippy, swippy parkour for me, you know? But this is nice, you know? You run from cover, you shoot guys in the face, here's a grappling hook to get in close and, you know, like, finish a guy. Like, that kind of shit. Please give me the shotgun already. Daddy wants the shotgun. Okay, here's a void walk, right? Jump an enemy, camp and strike them. Hypercube, release, okay. Right. Void walk jumps to the enemy, camp strikes them down, and then expulsion knocks them back. Okay, so
You are under
combo
the
them
influence
basically.
of your unconscious mind. Test
All.
your limits.
Okay, so that just activates.
Power.
This is power. Okay,
This is your true form.
yeah, my true form, great. I came out of the closet. That's a cool effect. I need to see that again. See how, like, all the little cubes just fell to the ground? That's awesome. It didn't just disappear. Okay, so then if we were to go... Huh! So yeah, that's just a quick activation. So Q and E are quick activated things. They don't really need to be aimed. I think V, kind of the same thing. Let's see.
Out of my way.
That's fine. That's a good spot for that. And then Z is ultimate. So, yeah, no, all my abilities are set on the right spot. Oh, this looks so fucking cool. This is so cool. Props to the visual guys. Like, the guys doing all the particle effects and stuff. You guys designed some really cool shit. Like, oh my god. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, let's see if I can...
You're next.
Boom! You're next! Okay, let's see. Back for expulsion. I wonder if I can get over there with a grappling hook. Probably not.
No.
Oh, I can shoot through the wall as well. Fantastic. Watch it crumble. I love watching it crumble. Wait. There it is. It just explodes into a bunch of little chunks. I love it. Whoop. Kaboom! Oh, okay, so it seems the radius goes higher, or maybe it's because they had void energy or whatever. Ooh! We have a sniper rifle! Cool! Oh, please tell me I get infinite ammo on these. Don't be like, oh, you need to pick up different ammo types during a mission. I just want to shoot things, man. Don't do that to me. Daddy got the shotgun. Yeah, baby. Whoa, that's
It's been a while
that's
since
wild.
our last report.
That is a lot of
Any
white in
reunion
this tunnel.
party? I need confirmation.
Understood.
Okay.
I have arrived at the rendezvous point. Bunny,
Yeah, I arrived.
report your location. Bunny, report.
Oh, boss fight? Oh, I thought it was an elevator. I'm playing too much Elden Ring. I was playing Elden Ring last night with my buddy, so I'm like in the mind of elevators. Alright. Seamless cutscenes, by the way. All in-game. None of it's like... Well, I wouldn't say none of it's pre-rendered, but like... Because there was like the bit... I don't know, was the bit where she touched my chest and gave me armor herpes? Was that, like... I don't even know who these guys are, and I want to kick all their asses. Dude, this is like so Destiny 2 with like, the Cabal and fucking, what's his name? The big dude that like kicks you off a cliff. But then you immediately get all your power back. So it was kind of a pointless intro. I want that! Can I have that? That's cool! Oh, god damn, that looked like it hurt. That had some weight to that animation. Oh, He got bunny on the ears. No. Yeah, this is very much like the intro to Destiny 2. Oh! Fuck me! Just ripped out her backpack.